What is up, everybody? My name is Hyken, and this is the Royal Kludge RK 71. Really quick before we get going, please go wash your hands, and then when you come back, take your nice, clean, recently disinfected phone or mouse, go ahead and click that like button or that sub button, and click on the Twitch stream link in the description down below as well if you want to see more product unboxings and more stuff like this. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. You know the drill by now, we are starting with the basics. This is a 71 key mechanical keyboard with a bit of a weird layout. This is pretty similar to a 65% keyboard where you have the dedicated arrow keys and some of the nav cluster, except in this case you have the entire nav cluster and no function row. So I guess basically it's a 10 keyless keyboard without the function row. Nice. Now the keyboard comes in black or white and with blue, brown, or red switches, all of them from Otemu. It's on Amazon right now for $75, and as always, if you do decide to buy this keyboard, there will be a link down in the description below. However, I would definitely suggest that you watch until the end before you hit the purchase button. In the box, you get the keyboard, a detachable USB-C cable, a keycap puller, a manual, and two magnetic feet that go on the back of the keyboard to prop it up. Let's talk about these keycaps. They are double-shot ABS plastic with entirely matte sides and top. These are actually pretty nice as far as ABS keycaps go. Normally, I am not a big fan of ABS keycaps because we usually get the ones that are like single shot painted over. However, these are double shot, so you are going to get some genuine plastic there instead of paint for your fingertips, which also means less fingertip oil on the keys, or at least less that I can tell. And if you can't see it, that's the important part. Also, if you don't like these keycaps, you can just swap them out as they are 100% standard. The RGB lighting also looks really nice. The white backplate here puts in a lot of work and really reflects that lighting super well. There are also these kind of RGB side vents, which you can customize the lighting on those as well. Different RGB effects and each color specifically as well. I also should be taking you through all the RGB lighting effects right now. I am definitely going to speed it up so it doesn't take all day, but you can slow down the video if you would like to watch that a little bit closer to real time. These Otemu red switches actually aren't too bad, but they are definitely pretty scratchy. I'm going to go ahead and roll a sound test for them before I talk about them anymore. These stabilizers are pretty loud, and there is also a pretty good amount of metallic pinging on the inside of this keyboard. You can definitely hear it, especially when you're slamming down on the spacebar. I am a heavy-handed typer. I bottom out these keys almost every single press, and I really notice this noise. If you're a lighter typer, it might not bother you as much, but somebody that's as heavy-handed as I am, it's definitely gonna bug you. I'd honestly kind of suggest going with the brown switches or the blue switches. They might be scratchy, but with that bump in there, you definitely won't notice that more than you'll notice the bump. Overall build quality is pretty decent, so I'm pretty happy with that overall. There's no bend or flex or anything like that. It feels really sturdy. Now, we need to address the big problem with this keyboard, and that is implementation. So There is a way that you can access the function keys like F1, F2, F3, specifically F1 and F2 though. You have to press the function key plus the corresponding number, right? Well, if you notice, there are also secondary functions printed onto each of these keys. However, I cannot, for the life of me, even with the manual, figure out how to access these functions. Like, I will even stop right now, double check the manual, let me find it. Yeah, so this keyboard has Windows and Mac mode, and when you're in Mac mode, you're supposed to be able to access them. You're not supposed to be able to access them at all in Windows mode, but you can just simply press FN plus A or FN plus S to switch between Mac and Windows mode. But either way, in either mode, you can't access the secondary functions on this keyboard. So things like volume control, song pause, song skip, adjusting brightness on the monitor, stuff like that, you can't access that at all. In the Mac function, you're supposed to be able to if you press FN plus like 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, but you can't. It just doesn't work right. And not being able to control the volume or skip a song really kills this keyboard for me. That is a huge drawback. Like volume adjust? Come on. That's a basic feature that should be in this. Not to mention the fact that it is printed on these keycaps and you can't do it. This keyboard does not work as advertised. Do not pay $75 for this keyboard. Don't even pay $50 for this keyboard. Don't buy this keyboard. Just don't buy it. Honestly, you can stop watching the video now. Thank you for making it this far. I am going to talk about things like Bluetooth still, so don't worry. I will definitely get to that as soon as I wrap this up. But yeah, don't buy it. Right. Anyways, this keyboard has Bluetooth for up to 5 devices. However, I did find that it was pretty laggy, so I would not suggest using it any more than you have to. I know that some people just hate wires, or if you want to type on like your iPhone or your iPad, something like that, I think it'd work fine for that use. But if you're using this with a computer, definitely suggest plugging this in. So yeah, I think this might actually be the first keyboard where I have just full stop not suggested buying it. At least my model might have come broken. I don't know. If you bought this keyboard and you're having the same issues as I am, feel free to drop a comment down below. Maybe we can both cry about spending $75 on a keyboard that then doesn't work as advertised. I don't know. I'm not happy with it at all, and I'm already past the return window. So yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace! Game has been... Hello? Hello, Todd Howard? Hey, there's something wrong with your game? Yeah, I found a bug in Skyrim. That never happened, so I thought I'd call you and let you know. Okay, yeah, hey, thanks, Todd. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, bye. Yeah, that was my friend Todd Howard. I was just calling him to let him know that there's a bug in his game, and that he should get right on fixing it. Wow. Okay.